have another vendor, our last vendor, which is Felicia from Desire Body Bar. She's going to speak on her services that she provides for society. Love what I do, making the client feel whole again, and that is very important to me when it comes to providing services. I also have three generations of breast cancer. One of my mom's died, so I know I have a calling in the service business. So if you guys know anyone or you feel like you would be interested in the services, I'll be more than glad to service you. While I am here today, I am actually offering complimentary services to survivors as well. Okay, we also have one of our vendors from last year. She's also a sponsor this year from Victoria Styles, and Miss Alicia, and she's going to speak about her services as well. Hey, everybody. So I'm Alicia. I've worked in healthcare for 18 years, started clinically, transitioned to healthcare administrator, and I have reached out now and looked my mission is but I never expected and also follow me on Twitter Style LLC on Instagram, as well as, like I said, Victoria Styles. I stuff fragrances, perfumes, colognes, handbags, everything you need to see me. All right? Now let's hear this. Okay, we also have another sponsor in the building, and she's going to speak about her organization and foundation.
Hey everyone, my name is Tanya Cage, and I am the director for Women with Alopecia. We are a Facebook community that serves and supports women who suffer from hair loss. So if you know anyone that is suffering from hair loss related to medical issues or being survivor, feel free to look us up on Facebook. That's Women with Alopecia. Or you can stop by there and give me your information, and I'll give you my information. Thank you so much.
We also have our guest stylist that has been with us for the last 3 years, since the beginning. She's my Georgia sister, my sister in beauty, and she does my hair. This is Miss Takia Brunson, Miss Pink Style. She's going to talk about her services as well.
Hi, ladies. Hi, ladies. That's better. That's better. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? Yes. That's what it's all for. For everybody to enjoy, just take a break and eat some good food, enjoy each other, laugh, and everything. I'm Takita Scott, owner and founder of Sophisticated Images, where our big mission is to rebuild confidence through hair replacement. I was born with alopecia, so it took me along the journey of just living a life through alopecia and just let women understand that alopecia don't have them, you got alopecia, so you choose your next hairstyle. Simple as that. And life would have it, I had a mom that had breast cancer. She had lung cancer, but she, gosh. I ain't meant to go there. My mom passed from lung cancer, so it brought me into the cancer community as well as the alopecia community. If I have services that I can actually help anyone with, don't hesitate to reach out, tap me on the shoulder, and say, "Girl, sit down, and come do my hair." Okay. Love, meet all you guys. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Okay, so you guys know me as Tamika Baker, and organization, a nonprofit organization is Pink Breastie Sister. And what we do, we provide services for healing and recovery and everything for survivorship. We not only just we do pop-up breast beauty bar, but we also do the pay for your pain, where it's needed, where you can actually pay literally through your pain of what you've been through your journey. During that event, we actually have all cancer survivors, all cancer caregivers at that event, and we do that in November. We also get that with the same setup that we have for the breast cancer survivors in December for caregivers, for all cancer caregivers. So we can get that to them because with us being cancer survivors, we didn't get here by ourselves. And sometimes the caregivers are forgotten, so that day is for them to know that they're not forgotten. And I am a triple negative stage 2 grade 2B survivor. This year will be 3 years for me. Actually, next month will be 3 years. Which, as you know, and this is my third year doing pop-up breast beauty bar. I don't just do it here in Houston. I also do it in Atlanta where I'm from. And we are officially expanding next year to 2 additional cities. So stay tuned to that. We also sell merch. Our merch goes towards events like this that we provide free for survivors. So we sell shirts, customized jerseys. We also sell customized anklets. We sell customized bracelets as well. So please feel free to visit our website. If you also want to volunteer in any of our events, you can always sign up on the website or you can send me an email at pinkbreastiesister@gmail.com. I'm so delighted that you guys came today. Do y'all feel good? And y'all it's the good. Okay, good. So we're going to start with the raffle. We have a speaker that will be here in a minute. And is Miss Maureen. She is my nurse practitioner, nurse navigator, also a good friend. She's been me from the beginning of my journey to now. She literally started me on my journey with my cancer and everything with my cancer. So first we're going to do a couple of raffles. Let me get the raffle tickets. And everybody, please say our person at the front that was giving you guys y'all bags. Miss Rachel. Miss Alman, with chemo brain. But Miss Rachel reached out to me. She is a student at Oakwood, and she reached out to me to volunteer. And so she's been working hard today, and all the volunteers been working hard today. I thank everybody that's here today. I really appreciate you guys coming. I really appreciate you guys helping me with this event, because without you, this event would be nothing. So we're going to start with our first raffle. Okay, first gift. Okay, the first gift is from She, and it's going to go to Karen. We have a Karen in the building. Okay. Karen's face. Miss Karen just said it should be 9 years cancer free. Next month, September the 2nd. Yes, should be 9 years cancer free. It's a story. 2 weeks before I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my husband walked in. Keep in mind, I had a 65 stage 4 colon cancer. When I went to the doctor, they told me that I was breast cancer free. When I went home and looked at the med, I'm like, oh, I'm 50%. Gotta celebrate the victory.
Who the Son set free is free indeed.
Okay, we have another bid by She. Okay, this goes to Miss Brenda. Brenda? How come it's Brenda? If you're all by yourself, you're not. And when you have God, so for those that didn't hear Miss Brenda, she said she's 17 years breast cancer free. But cancer free. Stage 4 lymphoma. Okay, our next gift goes to Tiffany Banks. Thank you very much for this opportunity. This is just a wonderful thing for those who have learned so much. I've been cancer free for 5 years this month, and so God is so good. Thank you very much. 5 years survivor. Our next winner for the raffle is Delia Turner. Is Delia still here? She's here. She's in the camera. Okay. How many years is Delia? Okay. Is Delia almost 3 years of her cancer survivorship. Our next winner is June. June? Is June still here? She left. Okay. Tamisa? 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 No? Last name is Fletcher. Fletcher. Okay. How many years cancer free? How many years cancer free? 2008. And all right. That's 4 years. 4 years cancer free. Our next winner is Debbie Johnson. Debbie Johnson. Okay. Hi, Miss Debbie. So your gift is from our other best stylist, which is Miss Nikki, and she wanted to say she's also a breast cancer survivor, so she wanted to wish you well and give you a gift today. Yes. And how many years for you? Okay, Miss Debbie is 7 years breast cancer free. We have another sponsor. It was the Foot Bully. She wasn't able to come today. So the Foot Bully actually does, he actually does hands, nails, and she does massages. So she's really good. She's in the Montrose area, and she wanted me to wish you guys well and also give a $50 gift certificate for services at her location. So the winner is Sheila Taylor and Yolanda Shaw. If you get with me before, please, I can give you her information. How many years cancer free? Miss Sheila said 11 years. Okay, we got a thrive in the building. Yes. Oh, 7 weeks. Then once you get on the you are a survivor. Yes, 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Yes. Yes. No one wants to be in this. No one wants to have cancer. No one wants to have breast cancer. No cancer. But this is one of the best communities you can get in. Yes, ma'am. So make sure you get to know all the ladies that are here, and they can tell you their stories, how they got up, same thing with me, and you'll be just fine. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we have another sponsor that wasn't able to make it, and she did donate gift certificates. Her salon is J Chanel Boutique, where she sells intimate apparel, especially for women that have been double mastectomies or single mastectomies, but she also sells intimate apparel for all. So the winner of these two gift certificates is Deborah Davis and Budsy Bird. And where is Deborah Davis? She's taking back, okay. And how many years survivorship? Okay, it's 5 years for Miss Deborah. And Miss Budsy didn't give herself glam up. Our next winner is Miss Dolly. So Miss Dolly, these books that I'm giving you are from the two authors that I had at my first Meet the Author Cancer Reflections event in Atlanta. They both are cancer survivors. One is breast cancer. I want to say one is thyroid cancer. But it's talking about the journey that they went through, also the skills to go through your journey. And one special book, which don't you have a grant? You have a grant? Yes. This one right here is really, really special. This is called Healing Hugs, and it is about a mother-daughter story where the mother was going through her cancer journey. And this one is by Miss Zaynab. She's a breast cancer survivor, and it goes over her journey as well as resource information on going through breast cancer journey. So Miss Zaynab, how long have you been a survivor? So Miss Dolly is an honorary breast cancer survivor. She's not a breast cancer survivor, but she rolls with us and we roll with her. She's a colon cancer survivor of 5 years. Anything of us doing Pay Through Your Pain is coming up in November on November the 2nd. We love doing all things that's creative and that's with pain. So this painting here, this right here is actually a painting. You actually can paint the numbers to whatever color you want your flamingo to be. And the winner is Natalie. And how many years free are you now? Okay, Miss Bella said 2 years. And Miss Alicia, would you like to give away your gifts? Okay. Miss Shanisa,
Miss Perry?
Let me, I'm gonna take the mic. Hold that mic. I'll take it back. We coming to you.
we coming, Miss Karen. We coming. We coming. Thank you. Yes, Miss Perry. You have been stepped into yourself, lady. Now, Miss Victoria's can I have that big thing like bags and luxury bags. Right there, big bags. That's gorgeous. Yes. And Miss Charlene, how many years free are you? too, but they just told her she's back. From stage 3, breast cancer, she's now in remission. And she's 35. Purchases? Yes, ma'am. Got one more for you ladies. One more. Miss Janelle Walker. Hey, Janelle. And this one has one of my favorite pictures. And our last winner is Miss Mickey. Miss Mickey. She in the back? Okay. Hey, Miss Mickey. How many years of survivorship do we have right here, Miss Mickey? How many years of survivorship? Wouldn't let my kids tell me that I have been cold. And you know, I don't know if some of y'all have this thing with the breast cancer where you try not to look at things. You know, I don't really like indulge myself in what my problem is. I like it all work it out. So they said after this, I didn't notice it. And I was like, I don't know. I said, well, it's unfortunate, but it's been 6 months. And all of the stories started. I turned down the guys together. We prayed. There it is. So I feel this thing on my face. So yesterday I went to the test. And some people know already. Some already. I showed you that no, for me, getting tan, getting red, that's my sign. It has been my sign. The first don't get the airplanes, this time yes, yes. So our speaker just walked in the building. We're gonna give her a chance to set up so that she can do her PowerPoint on navigating using the power of navigation. So she will be coming in a few minutes. So give us a few minutes. So we'll get started in a minute with our speaker. And I just want to check in on everybody. Everybody feel good? Everybody feel good? I'll be with you. Okay. And please feel free to help yourself to as much food as you want. I ain't taking that home with you. a quick demo on how to apply brows correctly to where they actually look natural. Oh my gosh, this has been so amazing. You're doing such an amazing job. So y'all been having a good time? Have you been having a good time? Oh my gosh. Well, I just must say, I'm Kim Roxy, Kimroxie, and I'm the founder of The Week Beauty. The Week is a clean color cosmetic brand. My mother had metastatic breast cancer, and my sister had breast cancer. And everybody say 75%. Come on, let's make this real big. Everybody say 75%. 75% of beauty products marketed to us are toxic. Okay? I just was doing a panel for the California Clean Beauty Alliance. I just was on a panel with Consumer Reports. They're the ones who test baby toys. You know about the recalls that happen. They're the ones who just tested the braiding hair. I was on a panel with them. They called me out because my products have went under a lot of testing before. And I'm creating clean beauty products right here in Houston, Texas. You can do better than that. You're doing some shit. Okay? Sometimes you guys gotta pop your stuff. But I'm only popping it because I'm doing it for you. And I'm doing it for you. And I'm doing it for my daughter. And I'm doing it because my sister deserved it. My mother deserved it. Okay? My mother loved makeup. Okay? And so I'm going to show you real quick about this brow tool. Alright? Now, yes, there is one. There is one. Yeah. You don't want to try it on. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to do it on the spot, but we'll talk later. Because most of my customers have lupus, have allergies. That's what I created. So most stuff that's on the market, they can even trace what's in it. The one thing about it is I love to go through ingredients and know what you're allergic to. We can look at it, we can examine it. That's what we do. And we're not afraid of it. But we'll do that offline because I already know what you mean. Okay? I totally get it. My daughter got peanut allergies, so I get it. Seriously. So I understand, but that's what's my creative. Because so many people have just like suffered at the hands of skincare products, hair products, all those different kind of things. And it's really important to know like what you can use and what you can't use. That's really, really important. Okay? Let's get a volunteer who's like, I see a hand back there. Okay, it's a volunteer that's a survivor. Come on. Get on up here. Yes? Woo! Give it up for her. I am also part of the thing called Beauty Beyond Breast Cancer. And history does not make that. Yes. And we're getting ready for October, where we're going to get ready for the fashion show. We're going to make me and my team go out and we do the makeup. And I have to tell you that actually, everything we need, we can come in there, and I buy her products and products over here. And I can come in there and I can say, you know what, she took our skin is dry, and she had this little violet, and she put this cream in there, and once you put the cream in there, you go home and test it, then you become a customer. Well, that's how you have to do. Just give a little bit, and then you'll be like, okay, no, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, y'all, so I'm going to use this brow powder Yes, we'll be there. We're probably one of two black-owned makeup lines in Nordstrom. So anyway, and the makeup is made here in Houston, so that's what's very important. Is that it's locally made, and then this makeup is made in China. That's why I talk about ingredients and stuff. We know what's in this makeup. Okay, this is not something we just put our name on and go forward. No, this is our product. Okay. What I'm going to do here now, one thing I want to do, I want to tell you all, and you may not be able to see up close. I get that, but you can hear my voice when I'm telling you what I'm doing. And so, what I want you to know, number one, is that you want to take and brush your brows up. Everybody say brush up. Everybody can do that. You can have one of these brushes, and you can brush up your brows. When your brows are brushed up, when your brows brush up, it just makes your brows look more full. Don't walk in a place and your brows are like laying down. It makes the face look more sad. If you actually brush the eyebrows up, it'll make you look more perfect. That's just an easy thing. Can everybody do that? Okay. So after you brush those eyebrows up, we got them nice and perfect. We're not brushing them to the side anymore. We're going to brush them up now. It's a quiz after this, so make sure you pay attention. So after you brush it up, we're going to brush it in all the way to the end. We're going to brush it up all the way to the end. So we're brushing up. I put a little brow powder on this angled brush. And I go like hair-like strokes and just brushing it up into the hair. The difference is, there was a time where we take and draw on the eyebrow and color it in. We're not doing that anymore, okay? We want to take and make the hair look more like hair strokes. So you want to take and brush it up in the hair and make strokes, okay? Now, after you do that, you clean off your brush. After you do that, you clean off your brush. Clean off your brush, and then you take it. And you put a little concealer. You take and you put a little concealer underneath the brow. So you take your brush in there, you get the concealer on the brush, and you put it underneath the brow. You gonna see what's happening here. Where you're putting it at is on the brow bone. Your brow bone is what makes your eyes actually look more defined. Okay? So if your brow bone is covered up with hair, that's the reason why we like to get our eyebrows shaped. We want to take the hairs away from the brow bone so to take it and open up the eye and make it look more defined. Okay? Now, I'm using a little bit of concealer here underneath her brow. I'm using a lighter color because I want it to really pop, but she did want to see it. But you can use the color close to your skin tone. You can use the little colors in 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, and it makes that underbrow pop, okay? Y'all see what's happening? Yeah. Y'all see what's happening? Yes. Right. Awesome. I did that, like I said, a little bit lighter because I want to give it this. And actually, that's a makeup trick. So one makeup trick I tell you is if you know you're going to be on stage, say you're going to do something at your church, or you're going to do something on television, maybe somebody's interviewing you, you're a breast cancer survivor, right? You want to take and use certain colors that'll make the skin come up. So I use a lighter color underneath my eyebrows now because she's this far away from me. And I want her eye to be able to travel all the way too. If you use a color that's too close to the skin tone, it doesn't pop as much. But you use that when you just together and you're going somewhere, you're not on stage, you're just amongst the people, right? You use a color that's close to the skin tone. That's just a makeup tip. But that's something that you should know. Okay? Are they coming to you? Do you see them? Do y'all see them? Yes. Okay. Even from where she is. Okay. You use the other side. But what the main thing I just want to get for you, and I'm going to just wrap up, is we want to take and brush up your hairs. It'll be an ugly. But we want to take and brush up your hairs. You want to take and put like that brow powder in the brow and define it. And then you put the concealer and highlight. Okay? So you brush it up, you define it with the brow powder, you put it in your brows, the brow powder, and then you highlight it with the concealer and you put underneath. Okay? We got it for all skin tones, from lightest to darkest. My product range is inclusive of all skin tones. And what I also want you to remember is that we're making this makeup in Houston. We're looking for, and Lamique is a safer ingredient makeup line. And it's available on Nordstrom.com, on JCPenney.com, on Ulta.com, on Home Shopping Network, my own website, TikTok shop. So, also I'm here for the students that are here. I'm connected with parents. I've connected with Tarika. I connected with a couple of students. I'm also here because I'm looking for people to work with different events we have and things like that. So make sure you connect with me. If anybody have any questions, we have products for sale here. We have the product here, so you can get it here today. But even if you just have any questions, I'll be around for just a little while longer. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Okay? And I caught a flight to be here with you today. So thank you so much, and I love you so much.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate that, Kim. And that is, like Ms. Kim said, that is so important about what you put. Remember I said, not just what you put in your body, but what you put on your body is very important. That's no matter whether you're a survivor or just a person that's every day, because we have so many different things that are in our products that we have no idea that's in there. So we have one more person that's going to come up before the speaker, and that's Miss Jocelyn. She's going to speak on her services in the community as well.
Great Day Survivor. We do the, I would say a hand clap, but we give a praise wave for all the survivors. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, my name is Jocelyn Williams. I am here on behalf of the African American Male Wellness Agency. And we have a couple of initiatives I would like to introduce you all to or give you some information about. One thing coming up here on September the 22nd, September the 27th will be our Women's Wellness event of this term. I want to give a quick shout out to Ms. Kim Roxy. She was our very, very first honorary chair for our Women's Wellness Day 2023. So it was great to see her. Last year we had Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee as our honorary chair. This year we have the event coming up, and Ms. Elizabeth Pierce will be our honorary chair. But it is a day of wholeness for women. It's a day where we offer free mammograms, which we all in this room know how important that is. If we are not personally a breast cancer survivor, we are here to represent the fact that we love a breast cancer survivor. So we will be offering free mammograms that day, free cervical exams that day, free blood pressure screenings, and all kinds of screenings you can think of will be present that day. Workshops and seminars. We have a workshop panel coming this year about perimenopause. I got my purse, pray for me. So just offering resources and information for all of the ladies and everything. And it's not just for ladies, it's for men as well. So we have health screenings and resources that will be there for men. Also, our organization, the African American Male Wellness Agency, one of the new things that we're bringing here, or we brought here to the city of Houston recently, is our tech school. So we are the National Center for Urban Solutions Health and Wellness Home. And so the National Center for Urban Solutions offers a tech program. We do a training for, it's a Google certification that you receive. It's a 3-week class, absolutely free, for participating in the actual training. And then we do job placement. So I have information about that if you know anyone who is interested in the tech job and would like to go through training or certification and then receive a job at the end of that. So another thing I would love to tell people about is our Black Men's Wellness Day.
So this year, we concluded our third annual Black Men's Wellness Day. Year one, we had about 3,500 people in attendance. Year two, we had about 6,000 in attendance. And this year, we had about 8,500 African American family members coming to mental health screenings. So we are intentional out there in the community trying to bring a resource to the people. The program, I have to mention this because I get to serve as the program manager for our opioid program. We are out in the community passing out free Narcan. Narcan is the opioid overdose prevention medicine. So our campaign is called It's Our Problem Too, because the rumor is that we are not dying of opioids, or opioid isn't a thing in our community, but it is. Statistics are telling us, the coroner's office is telling us that we are also dying of opioids. And so our message is it does not have to look like drug abuse. It can look like I went to the doctor's appointment, I went to the ER, and they gave me an IV, and they gave me medicine in the IV. And then my kind doctor wrote me a prescription. I went to the CVS and grabbed my prescription, and I took a pill in the car. I got home, I had dinner, I had a shower, I got ready for bed, and then I took another pill because it made it hurt bed. You could potentially go into an overdose because the amount of medicine that was given to you in that IV versus what you took when you picked it up versus what you took when you got ready to lay down, you could potentially go into an overdose. And so it is our mission to make sure that there is a box of Narcan in the household of all of our family members, the community, our church members, our loved ones, because if you're on oxycodone, if you're on Vicodin, if you're on Tylenol 3, your family needs to know I have opioids in the house. I'm taking opioids, and here is an overdose prevention medicine. So we are also a supplier of that medicine. So if you would like to have some Narcan, I don't have any more on me now. I'm sorry, I left an event earlier this morning and they took all 7 cases I had, which is a great thing, because that means it's getting out into the community. And that means the statistics that are current won't be the statistics of tomorrow. So we're intentional in the community. We are here as a resource for you. We celebrate with every single one of you of what God is doing in your life, the healing that is taking place, what is happening in your families, and what is happening in your body. And we're here to support and be a resource for you all. So again, Jocelyn Williams with the African American Health Wellness Agency. No, we do not offer a dental service, but we partner with organizations that come to the event, and they offer different services. So, for instance, at our Women's Wellness Day coming up on September the 27th, then Harris County Health will be there, and one of their mobile units is a dental service. So we have an event that we invite medical professionals to come out to and offer the different services.
Small delay from the speaker. She will be back in a second. So in the meantime, between time, y'all can make some people. She'll be back soon. But y'all can make some people. She can't get her PowerPoint. Yes, it wasn't able to. But y'all make some mingle. Y'all don't have to leave. Please don't leave, especially don't leave because we normally at the end of the event we do a group picture. So we would like for everyone to stay until the end. And we all can go and take pictures now if you would like while we're waiting on our speaker. Thank you.
That's why I told him be free because I can't go with you. All right, introduce me and then I'll tell you.
Hey everybody, we have Miss Candace Joseph that will be, I'm introducing her. She's going to talk about her services as well as play a nice little game with everybody that's still here. All right. All right. Thank you, Ms. Smith. Thank you very much. We definitely want to thank Open School for having us to be here. You guys give Open School a round of applause. We definitely want to thank the Louisiana Country Boy and Ms. Trina for their live services today. We are live on Facebook right now. All right, guys, my name is Candace Joseph. I own a marketing firm here in Houston called the Joseph Consulting Firm. I'm also a community advocate in many spaces. I'm also a radio show host of the Business Knowledge Broker Hour. It's a podcast / radio show in 10 cities. So, y'all ready to play a game? All right, so when I walk into rooms, right? Look, y'all taking y'all photos. Make sure y'all tag everybody. No, I'm cool with that. I want y'all to take y'all pictures. Because I love it. Those are memories, right? All right, when I walk into a room, I like to go around and ask people one question, right? You know, every superhero got a theme song. So I'm going to walk around the room because I want to know your theme song. What is the song that makes you get up in the day, makes you get it together and get it on your way and have a great attitude? Now, we understand that this is a safe space, right? Okay, because I know some songs going to go from Christian to secular in about 2.5 seconds. So I'd rather be realistic about that. All right? So I'm going to go around the room. I want to know, what's your theme song? My theme song is Doing It to the Dead, Part 1 and Part 2, by the JBs. So let's see. What's your theme song? Oh, she got to think about it. Okay. What's your theme song? What's that song where it don't matter what you got on, you gonna walk through the Walmart frozen section and know you got it going on, even in your pajamas. What's that song that make you just get up and really, you just hype yourself up and you just know today gonna be a good day? What's that song? Okay, see, I got two people I'm gonna come back to. They think they got away. They ain't got away yet. I trust they got it. Ooh, you sing that one. All right, so we talking about theme songs. What's your theme song? Mississippi Mass Choir. Oh, yeah. They bring it up and down. This song is like the best one for you. This morning. I woke up this morning. All right. We going around. I'm coming around to everybody. Just because y'all move the right thing y'all say. What's your theme song? Like I Am a Survivor. Ooh, okay. I like that one. All right, what about you? What's your theme song? All right, I'm still standing. Okay, I'm coming around. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Jesus, blessed Savior, you're worthy to be praised. All right, I'm coming around. What's your theme song? Happy Feet. Ooh, Happy Feet. Okay. And so y'all gonna get people together and play this for the ride home. Okay, I'm coming around. Oh, what's your theme song?
Okay, I'm coming back on this side. My theme song is If It Ain't God, If It Ain't Me. Okay. Okay, let's go back. You to the back, all right? This is a 2 minute song. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I want to hear some more theme songs later on.
She's ready. I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have your attention to the front? You know, when you have great events like this, a lot of things come to mind. Just let me tell you what, today y'all have had a day of beauty. You've had a great meal. I don't know about y'all, but those desserts are kicking it in the bag. I had 3. Don't tell nobody though. Okay, I done ate good. I done went over here to doctor massage. I got me a massage. I'm ready to go home and go to sleep. But there's one thing missing from my day, and that's a great speaker, right? We all have to have a great speaker. So today, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming today's distinguished guest, Ms. Noreen Iceman. With over 25 years of experience in the oncology specialty, Noreen has dedicated her career to making a difference in the lives of the patients across the care continuum. She has worked in inpatient hospital settings, outpatient radiation oncology, cancer services marketing, cancer navigation, and program coordination. Her passion lies in building genuine connections with her patients and in empowering them through education, advocacy, facilitation, and support. Beyond her clinical work, Noreen is a committed community advocate, spreading awareness about breast cancer prevention and the importance of early detection. Her outstanding contributions have earned her the Susan G. Komen and BMW Ultimate Drive Hero Award, as well as the Houston Methodist Eye Care Award. Holding both a master's in healthcare administration and a master's of science in nursing, Noreen continues to lead with compassion, expertise, and unwavering dedication to her patients and community. Please, let's give a warm welcome to Noreen Iceman.
Thank you all so much. So I have this fabulous presentation available, digital technology, right? How many of us have technology in the past? And with all due respect to our men, technology is men. Sometimes when it works, it's great. If it doesn't, it's not so good. But again, she's given you my background. I am going to have to wing it since I don't have my presentation. But today, I want to talk to you all about the power of navigation. So, a quick show of hands. How many of you all have a navigator? Okay, excellent. Some people. How many people have heard of a navigator? Who have not? Don't have. Okay. So I personally think that navigation is fabulous. It was first introduced by Dr. Harold Freeman, and he is considered the father of navigation. And what he did is he started thinking, you know what? People fall through the cracks, right? You fall through the cracks, you get diagnosed, you don't have somebody helping you along the way. How can we fix this, right? So he was the first one to introduce this. And I worked as a navigator myself, and I love it, I have to tell you that. I did it for about 9 years at Houston Methodist River across the street. So I'm now in the first practitioner role. But there are several reasons why you should have a navigator. And if you have friends who are newly diagnosed, I urge you to ask for a navigator. Because sometimes you're diagnosed when you're in a hospital setting, and it may not be obvious, right? You've got your team, you've got your radiation oncologist, you've got your medical oncologist, you've got your surgeon, right? But sometimes they forget to offer you the option of speaking with a navigator. So, what would we need a navigator? Any thoughts? Sorry? Okay. Okay, like ombudsman or social worker, yeah. What else? All right. Direction, yeah. So I kind of think of myself, like if you've ever been on a plane and they're like, this is how you're going to go ahead and put on your seatbelts, your oxygen. Our goal is to direct you. Our goal is to take away the stress and help you navigate. It's a pretty hard system. That system is not made for people. It's not, right? Unfortunately, it's slanted towards the insurance companies. It's slanted towards the hospital and policies, physician practice, and so on. So when you're newly diagnosed, you're usually overwhelmed. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to turn, right? And so that's where the navigator comes in. So I think of navigation as, what you said, social work, right? But also, we are clinical because we're nurses, okay? I also think of myself as a therapist. I do a lot of hand holding on that hard time. When you tell someone you have cancer, that's hard. And that's hard stuff, right? It's overwhelming. You don't know what to do. Many of us have always thought of it as a death sentence, right? We know now that it's not. But for a long time, that's what it was considered, right? So, your navigator, ideally, okay, should be helping you through. One thing that we do at UC Methodist Willowbrook, which is unusual, is that the navigators actually deliver the diagnosis. So, if somebody's gone in and had their mammogram, their ultrasound, they've got a biopsy, and then now we're waiting for those results, and boy, isn't waiting the worst. Waiting is always the worst. But you get those results, and then you get the opportunity to sit down with the navigator, and I have the opportunity to say, I'm sorry, here are your results, and I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to explain them to you. I'm going to make sure you get to the right appointments, so you don't fall through the cracks, right? So navigation can be used for clinical information. It can be used for logistics. How do you get from point A to point B? All right, now I know somebody's got a invasive ductal carcinoma, right? And so they're going to need surgery first. They've got lymph node negative, right? They don't have any, their ERPR is good. Their hormonal biomarkers. So let me see, pick up the phone, let me get you into that surgery. Or, I'm sorry, this looks like it might be aggressive, I'm worried it's a triple negative, right? So what are we going to do and how are we going to tackle it? Right, so I'm going to get you to medical oncology first. If anybody here is trying to make an appointment for a mammogram or a CT or an MRI, you know how hard that is. It's a pain. I'm sorry, it's a pain, But that's what a navigator can do. Hey, look, I need to get in, I can't get an appointment, right? That's their job, okay? The other thing is simple finances. Oh my God. When you have a diagnosis of breast cancer, right? All of a sudden, your finances. Do you have insurance? Right? If you do have insurance, can you even make those co-pays? Boy, they add up, and that deductible adds up. And the other thing is that deductible sometimes, if it's high, it's not having insurance, because everything's coming out of your pocket, so you might as well not have insurance, right? So what can be done? So a navigator, okay, is going to be able to help you and say, okay, let's take a look and see what you got, and let's see if there's assistance out there. Let's find out if the hospital has any assistance, right? And sometimes it's the pharmaceutical companies that have programs, right? So let me put you with a financial counselor. Let me put you with a social worker. Let me see what we can do, and let me whole list of resources where you can apply to try and get some help. And remember, financial isn't always about treatment, right? What are you going to do if you're in a legal situation and you don't have an attorney? Right? There are actually like attorneys out there that will do pro bono or free work, okay, for breast cancer patients. They will try and help with that, right? There are organizations that are nonprofit that can help with housing. I mean, your question is, am I going to survive and pay for my treatment? But now I can't pay for my rent, right? So it's a horrible situation. It's a horrible situation, right? So your navigator is someone who can jump in and say, okay, let's look at all these factors and see what we can do. Believe it or not, if your car breaks down, if there are some issues with, repairs and tires and stuff, there are people out there that will do it in this general breast cancer. So you're in good hands if you have the resources. If nobody gives you the resources, how are you going to know? You don't even know it's out there, right? So I'm going to give you a typical idea of what might happen and how navigation works. Okay? A simple one is the one I gave you, sitting down with the patient, giving them the diagnosis. I had one lady I would never forget, beautiful lady, and she had very aggressive cancer. I delivered the diagnosis, she went home, and a week later she called me back hysterical. And she said, my husband is filing for divorce, because he said, I did not sign up for this. Okay? Whatever happened to in sickness and in health, right? Right? And so this lady was hysterical. So I said, listen, she said, I've never worked. He always took care of me, and I took care of his family for 24 years. Okay, and now I'm sick, and he's begging. I said, okay, let's talk about it. Listen, at least you got insurance. She said, yeah, we're going to go through the process. A week later, she calls me back again, hysterical again. She said, he said, I'm cutting you out from insurance. I'm going to drop you from insurance because why should I? And I find that in my 25 plus years working in oncology, you see the worst of people when things like this come up. You see the best too. You see people step up that you never thought would, right? But then you see the worst of people too. Anyway, then we got into a situation here where I said, okay, let's first of all go back and see if he will carry you. Try and talk to him, right? If he doesn't agree, you're going to go ahead and try and get Medicaid for you so you can be covered. It's good coverage, and you'll get the treatment and surgery and everything you need, right? Here's the catch. Has anyone here been able to access the fabulous treatment with Medicaid? Okay. Medicaid, you're not, but Medicaid actually has a carve-out specifically for people with breast cancer and cervical cancer. A lot of people don't know that. And it is approved quick, within 10 days. Usually if I want to apply for Medicaid, I'm not going to go back for 60 to 90 days sometimes. With this, within 10 days they tell you and you can get it approved. But it covers almost everything. I mean, it's fabulous, right? The problem, you don't know if you're going to get it. And you can't apply until you cancel your other insurance. It's hard, right? But just think about it. If you've got insurance, you don't want to cancel it because you don't know if you're going to be able to get it again. And if you don't get the Medicaid, then you're really in trouble, right? But I will tell you all, if you know of anyone, if you ever are in that position, the Rose, has everyone here heard of the Rose? Okay, very good. So the Rose has dedicated navigators. You have to be contracted to put in applications for that carve-out for Medicaid. All right. So you want to call the Rose and say, hey, you know what? New circumstance. I need that. Can you please apply for me? And they can help you get it. 9 out of 10 times they do. So it's fabulous. You may not be able to keep the doctors you have or go to the hospital you necessarily wanted to, but you will get your treatment. Okay, that's important, right? So this is a classic example of one thing that I did as an advocate. Other things can be as simple as I had another lady, and I'm giving you all examples because I don't have my PowerPoint, so I hope that's okay. Um, but another situation I had a beautiful lady that came, and I think she was in her 30s, very young. When I started my career, the majority of the people I saw were 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now it's 30s, 40s, and 50s, with a few 20s sprinkled in, which is god awful. 20s, I mean, whoever heard about somebody in their 20s getting breast cancer, right? So she showed up, she was like 30, I think 31, and she came in to get her diagnosis with her little girl. She had a little girl, she was single, recently divorced, and this little girl was like 3 years old, okay? And she had a triple negative, extremely aggressive cancer. And she wept and wept, and she said, "What's going to happen to my daughter?" I take it back. That was enough. She did not come in with her daughter. I take it back. She did not come in with her daughter. I mean, another one that brought in her daughter. Okay. And she said, "How am I going to tell my child?" Because she's 3 years old and she's very smart, right? So, navigation, right? I had resources. How do you talk to your kids, right? How are you going to help them through this? So, one thing that's interesting is depending on the age group they are, they all perceive things differently, right? So, a toddler many times at that age will internalize and they're going to think they caused the problem. They were bad, they acted out, they had that tantrum, and now mama's sick. They don't understand cause and effect. Teenagers, on the other hand, are going to get on Google, right? And you want to make sure that they have the right kind of vetted information so you're not getting the wrong stuff, right? It doesn't apply. So resources are fabulous. The other thing, has anybody ever heard of Camp Casey? Okay. Anyone with children, Camp Casey is K-A-S, as in Sam, E-N. It is run by high school kids, and they have a camp for children who have mothers and fathers with cancer in the summer. I have been recommending it for ages, but for the first time, I think last week, I actually heard from somebody who had sent her kid. And she said it was so good. And so she said, "I don't send my kids anywhere." And I was kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? Your children are your most precious assets. You're not just going to send them off. But she went, met everybody, and she heard from some other parents, and she said, okay. And she sent her kid. She said it was fabulous. Came back so happy and had such a good time. So if you all know of anybody, or if you have kids and you think, maybe next year you want to send them, look it up. If you Google it, pull it up. It's Camp and then K-A-S-E-M. That's American. Yeah. So again, children, logistics, financial, sometimes it's just psychosocial support. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody, right? And you're like, my husband doesn't understand, my family doesn't understand, who do I talk to, right? And then you can call an navigator and say, I really need to talk to someone. And that navigator will offer what she can and then connect you to wonderful things like this, where you can connect with other survivors. Can care. Many of you all can connect with your can care support group. Yes. So those are the things you need to be able to go ahead and access. You, as human beings, we're social animals. We are social animals. We want to be around people. We want to enjoy company, right? Breaking bread together, talking, laughing. That's an opportunity to find out, okay, who can I connect with? So you ask your right? Let's see, what else? Does anybody have any questions so far? Can anyone speak to maybe the interaction they've had with their navigator? Can anyone share that? Yeah.
Nurse navigator is a few years. They were very amazing. She was, I had one, a different one in the first name. She was able to see my brother. I had a video medical records, everything I needed. Thank you all that. And it very, very smooth transition. And after we got established, we could do a nurse navigator, and she kept up with me, and she would call me and say, treatment was going and how things were going. So, and I'm not like it was a bit of a lot of things. The best thing is the whole thing that she was able to bring, and so, and a lot of times, I guess in the middle of low income, I didn't qualify for certain programs and fellowship. Made too much money. That's the next year. You know, I worked with the producer. So she was able to help
So this is a really important thing she just said, right? She didn't qualify because she made too much money. And that's one of the problems in our system. In our system, you can make 50 cents over, and that's too much. That kicks you out, right? And it's devastating to me because I think most of us fall in that middle income category. You know, if you are way up here, you can go ahead and buy anything you want, you're fine. And if you have absolutely nothing, you will qualify. But the people in the middle, you get crushed. You get crushed, you know. Um, so yeah, and the sad thing is, the other thing is that when you're applying, most of the time when people are applying, it's because they need it now. But they look at your information from the previous year. Well, maybe the previous year you're doing great. Yeah, exactly. So it's an unfair bias system. You know. So that's where you need to harness those resources and get everybody that you can help. Um, the other thing is, and I tell this to everybody, you know, I think as women, we're simple. You know, we do everything. We take care of our kids, our spouses, our significant others, our parents, our siblings, our friends, our neighbors, co-workers. We do everything. But, you know, we don't always take time for us, right? So when it comes to a cancer diagnosis, it's really, really important that you all say, you know what, it's okay. It's okay for me to step back and focus on me, right? Because your only goal is to get through the rest of your life and be doing well and living your best life, right? You don't want to be compromised. You don't want to be debilitated. So when somebody calls and says, hey, I'm dropping off dinner, you don't say, oh, no. Or can I pick up your kid from school? Or can I do your grocery shopping, right? That's when you say yes. Because you know what? You can always get back. You can always get back to the next person later, right? But take it and run. I always tell people take it and run. But we don't accept help very well. As women, we're bad about it. We will suffer, but we won't ask for help. So I urge you to make sure that you are, you know, prioritizing yourself and your health, right? What else? Did anybody else have a navigator and a good or bad interaction?
I would just add, as a agent, like a health agent with healthcare, one of the things that you want to make sure is you want to take advantage of using the back of your card if you are Medicare and Medicaid, and you look at the back of your card and call for direction to ask for all the things that's out there that you can take advantage of. There's a lot of programs because you are qualified under Medicare and Medicaid for executive. So all of those programs, make sure you call and ask what it is.
And I kind of think it's fake news when they don't tell you in advance. Nobody knows until you call and ask. Oh, guess what? I was having a right, right. No, but you have to be your own advocate, right? I've seen it so many times where people say, I'm going to the chemo. I cannot drive. I cannot get to my appointments, right? Or my car broke down, or something happened. How are you going to go? Many times your insurance has, right? You have so many rides that are free, but they don't tell you that. They don't tell you. So that's why you use that. You call the American Red Cross. They have a coupon program. American Cancer Society also had a great rights program during the pandemic. They discontinued it. I heard they were going to start it up again, but they gave you 15 round trip rides in a year. So I would tell people save them up and use them when you need it, or take it one way and have somebody pick you up on the way back, right? Take advantage of that. The other thing is, how many people went for chemotherapy? So you know that just probably knocked you off your feet, right? And eating may have been a problem. So the access and navigation can help connect you with people like dietitians, right? So some people will say, again, if it's outpatient, people don't even think about it. But those people can sit down with you and say, okay, here's how you eat. Here's how you can maximize your calories so you're not losing weight. You're not getting weak, right? Most of the time we spend our time trying to lose weight and not gain it. But during treatment, you want to at least maintain it. You want to maintain that, right? So that becomes really important. Let's see, what else? Anybody else? Miss Tamika, do you have any input about navigation?
Yes, I do have input on navigation. So Miss Maureen was my nurse navigator. I started my journey at 22. Yes. And how they helped me decide on the doctor and the care that I was going to use, it was literally the nurse navigator. I actually had 2 consultations, actually 3. One I walked out on because I just didn't feel right.